Let's see how to install Django in our system. Prior to that, I just want to quickly discuss about what's in a virtual environment as I will be using, and I don't want you to get confused like what is this happening. So let's say I have a system. Let me just draw it nicely. Yeah. So let's say I have a system. This is my system. This is your computer system or a laptop. So if you install Python, so basically it will sit somewhere inside your system, and once you install in the system itself, so it will sit, and whenever you use an ID, like let's say I will be using PyCharm. So by default, when you try to import anything in a script inside PyCharm, it will try to look here whether this is available here or not, any package. But let's say you create uh, environment. Let's say I created a web environment, right, somewhere inside my system. So when I try to access that, and I want my web browser to look here for any package, so that's a virtual environment. So virtual environment. Now, why we need it? Basically, for example, I have some two, three projects. So let's say I have some four projects, right? And uh, let's say there's four projects. Out of that, I have some web development projects, I have some machine learning project, I have some deep learning project, and some automation project, right? So they might be using different kind of packages and stuff like that. So one way is to install everything on your system here, and whenever you need, just use that. Rather than, what we can do is, uh, wherever I just need few packages which is related to web, right? So I'll create an environment like web, and I'll install packages which I need for doing working on that. So that's where this virtualization helps you. Virtualization help we get, right? So you can read more about what is virtual environment. Okay, so this might sound very difficult to you now, but it's actually very simple and easy concept. Moving on, let's start installing my Django to uh, our environment. So I have I have a web virtual environment created for working on the projects. So let's say I will be using pip install Django. This command will fetch the Django and install in your system in your virtual environment. Now, if you have not installed pip, then install pip and it will work for you. For me, it's already requirement is satisfied as I have already installed. But for you, it might comes with an success message where it's successfully installed on your system. The other way of doing it, just go to the repository where you want, or the directory on your system where you want to create a Django project, and then open a command prompt there. This will open a command prompt here for you, and then you can also do a pip install Django. So if it is not there, it is, so this requirement is already satisfied for me. So there is uh, no need. So with that minimal, okay. So now we are ready to create our first Django project. So just to create that, we have something called Django admin start project. This is start project is a command we have to give, then the followed by the project name. Let's say first project. First project. The moment you hit this command, you will see a project folder will be created here. You see there's a first project here, right? So then that is how you can create. That's just very simple. Now we'll try to load this project now. So I will be opening my PyCharm window. Let me open it here. Open. I will be opening in a moment. I have some other thing going on, so trust this project new window. Okay, yeah, here, here we are. So right now, if you see, this project is loading, and I have a first project here. In the next video, we'll go through the files. You see, there are certain files here. And we'll discuss about that, what these files are. And then in this video, you see by default, if you don't select. So here in PyCharm, you can add interpreter. For me, I will be using this interpreter, this environment, sorry. Uh, and yeah, we should be ready. So let me try one thing. So Python manage.py server. Okay, and here we are. So we are good to, here we go. So we have just created one web application, which is the default page from Django. And if you are able to do this, means you're right on track. And that's all for this video. Stay tuned for another videos.